Next task with relish, trying to avenge that 4-0 defeat by Swansea in the Kenilworth Road return. The perfect start from Lee Mansell. And the question, what was Kinnear's training sessions all about? About their next task with relish, trying to avenge that 4-0 defeat by Swansea in the Kenilworth.
Extra time and penalties are there if required. Nichols, Martin, Chris Martin, the provider, overhaul. Oh, Luton have done it! Tom Craddock with a mighty goal here at Wembley.
Plays Queen's Park Rangers at home in the league.
Don Howe and Bobby Gould must sigh with relief every weekend when they find 11 players fit enough to turn out for Queen's Park Rangers. But don't expect the rest of the First Division to have any sympathy. Kingsley Black gave them more problems, curling that 20-yard free kick at Kenilworth Road.
At the baseball ground, Derby, a glorious return for Luton's Mick Harford, who was sent off in the 4th minute of the same fixture last season. Hill finds himself crowded out. Harford shows him how to do it. And that's the best way to beat Peter Shilton. Derby County 0, Luton 1.
Just listen to it on the radio.
And then I thought because you'd come off, Luton got back in. Because you weren't there.
I don't like to say that.
Keith Keane in.
Luton were back in front just a minute later. Kevin Nichols with a typical surging run towards goal, and then he unleashed an unstoppable 25-yard shot which found the corner of the net. A brilliant goal by the Luton captain, and so typical of him and his season.
It was a great start for Luton. Recovering from the ravages of the flu epidemic, skipper Steve Davies rose highest to meet a Richard Harvey corner in the 15th minute. Luton must have fancied their chances against the Watford side, who were without a win in 9 league outings.
By 9:45 it was 10, Newcastle were out, and the bookmakers were searching for someone new to install as second favourites for the cup.
Hudson running free, and Hooper's committed here, and he's knocked it past him, and he's scored! John Hudson, 18 years of age, scores his first.
5 minutes left in the first half. Oxford United 0, Luton Town 0 in this first leg. Here's Brian Steen for Luton. Harford. Brian Steen again. Beautifully done by Luton. Wonderful goal. Brian Steen showing again what a good technician he is.
10 minutes later, Elstrup added another, his 3rd of the season, heading home unmarked as the Saints defenders seem to have disappeared. 2-0 to Luton, and the home fan.
It's all a bit untidy, this. Southampton having trouble getting that ball away. Dreyer, that's a bit better. 1-1.
And here's Rees with the free kick. Oh, it's a goal! And I think it came off with great irony, the head of Mick Harford, the former Luton player, who headed so many fine goals for Luton, and he's got another one wearing Derby's colours.
Derby full of purpose, early exchanges reserved for midfield. But in the 8th minute, a moment of class from Rowan Vine gave Luton the lead. The striker picked the ball up in plenty of space near the left-hand touchline and curled a 25-yard shot over Davies.
3 games to decide who would win that title. To Boothbury Park, Hull. Talwa starts the move. Steve Howard ends it. Luton ahead.
And Ricky Hill comes fast into that space. Good cross. And it's there. Paul Walsh.
Won the ball on the left-hand side and found Steve Robinson, who in turn slipped it into the path of Kevin Nichols. The skipper decided to go it alone, and that 25-yard shot passed, who in turn slipped it into the path of Kevin Nichols.
Rees, this has got to be the last chance for Luton. And Reese wants to make sure they take it. Dowie, yes! An extraordinary ending. Has that saved them from the second division?
Let's Luton in. And Paul Walsh chases. Michael Small gets into the middle. Oh, he done well. Superb. What a goal!
West. Here's Aston again. The goalkeeper's come right out once more. He's got it in. Incredible. How do you score from there?
A grandstand finish at Craven Cottage with a candidate for goal of the day. Matthew Spring has made long-range shooting his speciality, but even he would admit that was a bit special.
Einstein. Joby, Hill and Harford in the middle, and Harford! He's done it again! No wonder David Cleat is singing his praises. Horton. Steen. Down for Antiche. And a good run here from David Moss. Kennedy's come across with him. And David Moss with a superb finish.
Chip in there by Danny Wilson. The outside there, Steen! And Luton are ahead in the very last minute. It'll take a monumental effort now by Arsenal to get back on level terms. And the underdogs look as though they are going to have the last word. Hayloft's header. Hill. Can he finish this off? Right finish. Oh, there's your answer. Maybe Aylots, except he can't find the ball at the moment. Now Walsh, perhaps he can. And Max Money can. Oh, and it's there! Moss has got a winner!
Moss. And Steen is in the clear. Against Grobbelaar, he's round him. And Alan Kennedy can't keep it out. Luton are in front in the most dramatic of circumstances. And Liverpool again are found wanting at the back.
The substitute. Drury available. It's Drury! Oh, a fantastic goal! A fantastic goal by Andy Drury. 7 minutes remaining, and Luton are level again.
Can Luton come back though? They certainly have the quality. Money shot. Well, if that isn't quality, I don't know what is. And Richard Money in the week in which he's become a permanent Luton player.
To now just for somebody to get the foot on the ball and start passing it around.
Can Lauders be that man? Crichton came in with a thundering tackle, but Luton here with 4 forward. There's the shot! It's a fantastic goal! It's advantage Luton Town. Here's Byrne. Keane. Looking for Napka. Oh, Napka's got the touch! And Luton have a third! Claude Napka off the bench and potentially into history for Luton.
Walsh lost his balance at the crucial moment. Covered it well enough. Steen. Walsh has stayed onside. Played onside in fact by Phil Neal. Moss is in the middle. Beautifully done by Paul Walsh. And here's Steen. And Luton are in front with their first genuine attack. And you can see how much it means to them.
Goal! Hartson finds Oakes. Beresford coming across. Oakes has got away from him. He's all alone. Oh, good save by Hooper. Might come here for Des Linton. Oakes again. It's a long way back for Newcastle now.
He's a magnificent jumper and they'll be very wary of him, particularly if he can pull away to the back post against the smaller Arsenal fullbacks.
That's what he's done just now. Thomas has gone there to watch him. Harford getting in on this one. Foster's in there too. There's a chance for Luton. Steen has scored.
St James are there too. It's going to be Priest. Oh, it's a super goal. David Priest. A perfectly manoeuvred free kick. And David Priest hammers it wide of Mike Stowell. And the league leaders are behind.
Steve. Hill. Looks for Parker. Harford's there. And here's Hill. Ricky Hill! Beautifully taken. And Luton deserved their lead. Credit first of all to Harford for unsettling the defence. Then to Steen actually for holding one of the defenders off. But when it came out to Ricky Hill, that shot was unstoppable.
Fox has lost it, and here goes Oates. A great chance for a hat-trick for Scott Oates.
And in the second half, a wonder strike by Jean-Louis Valois makes it 4-1. And just when he thought he was going to get the headlines, for a shot of magnificent venom past a helpless goalkeeper.
3-2 against Luton at Kenilworth Road. Fine goal from Dean Morgan in stoppage time to beat them, though. Wolves beat Palace 2-1.
They made it 2 wins out of 2 with a beauty right at the end. Dean Morgan was quite deliberate with his curling shot, and that was that.
I thought it was lazy.
Bridge, good effort. Oh, what a magnificent goal for a youngster. What a superb goal. And Villa are in real trouble. Taking players away from their boots, and that's where the...
Cox. And in well. And again. Luton away with the ball. Dean Crow's got to stay on side. And that's a wonderful strike by Matthew Spring. He didn't need him. What a strike by Spring. And Luton lead by a goal to nil.
Carlos Edwards made it 2 with a long-range effort, a very long-range effort. A very long-range effort.
Touched by Rossi Jarvis. Now Craddock. Right ball needed, right ball played. Real chance for Luton, and it is a brilliant goal. What a cracking equaliser that is for Luton Town. Wembley comes alive. 40,000 hunters go mad.
Decisive goal on Saturday. Steen. Parker. Turner. That's what he needed.
With precisely 44 seconds left. Again, Kurt Nogan, the man to set up the chance, but this time the finish more spectacular. And from whatever angle you view it, Harford's acrobatics were impressive.
2 Luton players going for that one, but they get it all right to Wegley. Played to Harford, played on to Ricky Hill. There's the counter-attack. A brilliant goal by Ricky Hill. And that almost certainly will put Southampton out of this Littlewoods Cup.
Well, this top-of-the-table clash between 2 clubs who eventually went up wasn't settled until really late in the game. Ahmet Berkovic's header was a reward for Luton's hard work. As you'll see, he bravely got his head to Steve Robinson's swinging cross to leave goalkeeper Myhill with no chance. The celebrations almost lifted the roof off Kenilworth Road. Good delivery by Robinson and a fine header from Berkovic.
And it got even worse on 96 minutes. Keith Keane's in-swinging corner curling straight in to win it for Luton. Keane was sent off for an over-exuberant celebration, but Hughes boss Chris Wilder was more sober in his reflection. He says BBC Oxford News. Even worse on 96 minutes. Keith Keane's in-swinging corner curling straight in to win it for Luton. Keane was...
It's rolled for Breaker, the crack one. Oh, and Shilton never moved! And Luton Town, who came here having to win, have got a splendid...
One of the best goals ever seen at Kenilworth Road. Sit back and enjoy.
For Luton Town, last day brinkmanship at Main Road, where they faced Manchester City knowing one club must be relegated. When Radi Antish came on as substitute, the score was 0-0, and at that stage it seemed City was safe and Luton would go down. But Antish had other ideas.
8 minutes left, and Horton's pass intercepted by Breaker, and he didn't get a good touch on the ball. Aylock got it instead. Steen drove it low against Caton. And Steen again, and he gets the cross in, and Williams has gone. Antish!